Welcome to Season 1 of Gaming with Scott presents Fantasy Weekly, Book 1, Tales from Oxley, a Southgate Media podcast. Join us each week as our ragtag team from Oxley follows the trail left in the wake of the cult of Onyx as they attempt to save their village, and perhaps the world, from impending doom. Starring Joshua Jackson, Kelly Caudille, Rico Suarez, and John Kennedy. With me, Scott Troiano, running the table as the Game Master. Fantastic adventures await you just beyond this music.
There you go.
So before we jump in, I have a question to ask. Where were we when we last left? And that will tell me whether we're going to move the plot forward or whether we're going to do a one-off.
Sparrow
a bubble.
went on a murder boner rampage in Oxley after we had
boner rampage
of our own people.
After we.
Oh yeah, he did.
But then we figured out that if we carved the symbols
Yeah.
off the
they deserved it.
the
doors, yeah.
that everybody would be okay again.
That doesn't excuse you killing them because it was
I
like
had a
I
moment.
figured it out.
Well, wait,
You had a moment.
he's not asking for an excuse, so we're good here.
I had a moment.
I'm asking for an excuse.
Oh, well, that's on you, good sir.
No, it's just sort of like it's
Nobody-
okay.
nobody
There are
has heard
mind
that
controlled
yet,
towns
so
and
we
people.
can go from
And
we
good
can go
day,
wherever.
sir.
Good day, sir.
And I'd also handed out all of the magic items that I had pilfered from people to the party because.
Oh, yes, you did.
As the rogue, I feel like I'm only as good as the party because I am squishy and I want everybody else to have magic items.
True statement.
So we had the arrow turning ring was given to Radish.
Yes.
We have the weight of stone amulet that is not being used by anybody.
Nice.
It's a cursed item, right?
I don't know. There's the better ring that was given to Radish. The slippery ring was given to Sparrow.
Yep.
The good ring was given to Titus, and I have the ring of Featherfall and my stealth vanish cloak.
We have the best name in conventions.
Yes, we do.
I just feel we do.
Yeah, the one you gave me, I don't know what the hell it does. Do we?
Yeah,
we
no,
don't-
we
what'd you
don't.
The better ring.
The better
the
ring.
better ring?
The better
Well,
ring.
it's better than the other one.
When we
Oh,
get,
no,
when
and
we
that's
get
awesome,
to,
and I thank everyone.
When we get to the king in the capital city, we'll find a mage or an artifact identifier that is better than the wizard of the tower.
right?
Hey, Josh,
Yes.
sit forward.
He might not be the best at identifying magic items.
Give me a minute.
He may not.
No, just look this way.
Yeah.
Because this slippery ring, I got to figure out what it
Yeah,
does.
we got to figure out what the hell the slippery ring does. Are we on video?
No, we're on. We're getting our picture taken though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good, because this is video. I'd really hate to think I did a freeze frame for the watchers at home.
He's all like, there we go.
We're going off the rails.
We
Faces
didn't.
for
We didn't
radio.
know if he.
Just
We
saying.
didn't know if all of a sudden he
We
was just
could
going to kind
Facebook
of
live. There you go.
move just a little and be like,
Yeah, I was thinking.
You're
We should
horrible.
probably get. Well, I might invest in like when the Samsung Galaxy S8 comes out. There's going to be a 360-degree handheld camera
Oh, that's weird.
that comes with it. So I think
Nice.
I might just purchase one of those. It'll probably be a free accessory with my phone. Let's not kid ourselves. And I will probably have that for
There you go.
conventions and stuff. So when I record on my phone or we're recording at the table, we can just hand the camera down from person to person to get pictures and video of people at the table and stuff like that.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's just wicked.
My
Love that
my
stuff.
my shitty little Samsung phone actually does really, really well recording video. Scott's mind was blown when I posted my first video on the Twitter.
yeah, I was really kind of surprised. It was
Twitter.
really nice. I liked it a lot.
The Twitter.
The Twitter.
Did I say the Twitter?
You did.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
okay.
always going to say the Twitter.
tag her in that thing. I was supposed to tag her. Never mind.
That seems like a weird admission,
Anyhow,
but we support you.
So yeah, we had
Jesus
successfully stopped the curse that the cult was performing in our hometown.
Yeah. Also, we found out a really weird bonus ability that my sword gives me now. Oh wait, no, that was the ring. Was it the ring or was it the sword?
No, it's your sword
Yeah, it was
because you
my
got
sword.
Fenris blood on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. For watchers at home, I totally wrecked Joshua Jackson's Marvel character.
No, we didn't.
No,
he
you
hit
didn't.
him once.
It was
He stabbed
it
him
was
once.
it was hand-to-hand combat that lasted for days.
but
and,
did you like that? I am Radish of Oxley.
That was
My
good
father
stuff.
was Carlisle of Oxley. The Dragons. Did you like that piece? I
Yeah.
pulled that out. That was nice,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
What can I say? The moment that like Radish knows, it's like, all right, I'm not walking away from this. That's a giant werewolf god.
Right.
He's god of werewolves, which is like the coolest thing you can do, and
God of
probably the
something.
cover of like at least 3 death metal albums. But
Oh, there you go.
that's the moment when it's like, I'm not walking away from this. So let's let my last words not be something stupid like, I'm Radish, I like potatoes.
I like potatoes.
They're good.
I like turtles.
Have you seen my
Yeah.
Pinch poke, you owe me a kiss.
Jace?
Aw.
Do me one favor if I die. Return my VHS copy of Tommy Boy. It's already overdue.
You can give me a kiss.
I don't even
I
know
will
where you
win
could
gay
find
chicken.
a Blockbuster video to return it to.
And remember, please be kind and rewind.
There you go.
The
There are
greatest,
still blockbusters in like North Dakota and Alaska.
the greatest, the
We
greatest of all
can't get
philosophies.
streaming.
Priorities. That's awesome.
So, what do you want to start this, Game Master?
In just a moment.
Oh, okay.
I'm preparing a
Getting the
small
social
statement.
media stuff?
No,
Put up-
I'm,
oh,
I'm,
okay.
I'm preparing for one of our NPCs.
He's putting in a legal
Oh,
statement.
okay.
She doesn't know she's going to be drafted into the NPC-ness yet, but that's okay.
Oh, we need to get her a chair.
There
One,
should-
2, 3.
oh, I thought
Where
there
will
was
we
a chair
find
up
one of
there.
those?
I don't know.
Right there at the end of the table where Kelly's not sitting.
That was a joke.
Hey, Kelly might have 2 chairs. Now he's only got 1 chair.
Kelly can't sit with 2 chairs. He can only use 1 because these have little armrest on them. You cannot
Yeah,
sit in
right.
2 chairs.
I wish.
No, but his feet could go up on 1.
Oh, they could. You're absolutely right.
The dangers of communism.
Jesus Christ.
Kelly had 2 chairs. Now he only has 1. Meanwhile, the other chair is cut up into 6 equal parts.
Oh, hey, JC.
Y'all out of
JC.
your minds, man.
JC, when
Howdy.
you had that headset on, were you able to hear through it? Yep. Yeah, so that one's working just fine? Good deal. So the only thing that I had an issue with was Kelly's headphones, but then Scott quickly fixed it.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm getting better, guys. I'm getting better.
Well, there's always at least one glitch, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not perfect yet.
You will get there.
Would it be really weird to like wave at people and be like, "Come on over"? Or would that just be
No,
like, driving
it's-
people
no.
out?
No, that's
if
what-
you remember,
that's what
before
we need
you
to
were
do.
on the Gaming with Scott podcast, every time we were recording at a convention, I always
We did
waved
wave you
people
down,
over.
and we were like, come over.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I just don't want to be like that creeper and go, "Come on over, listen to me talk."
Too late.
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah, no, I love the
there's
the,
okay,
the
guys.
interaction with the audience.
Scott, I think
Yes.
there's an intermittent problem with these because I can only hear myself sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know
Well,
what
we
it
may
is.
need to either swap them. Do we have an extra pair of guest headsets? Or- No?
All
Okay.
3 are out.
No, it's workable for now because I can.
No, and,
I can hear me enough.
Okay.
And as I was talking to Rico earlier,
Now you lost?
Yeah,
How about that?
there we go again.
All right.
It's
In and
back.
out?
Yeah,
Oh, it's back? Okay, good.
it's back.
As I was
So
telling
there we go.
Rico, I looked at Radio Shacks as they were closing. I couldn't find recording equipment. They were one of the first things to go.
Oh,
No,
of course.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good.
I'm gonna
all
have
right.
to hit up the Best Buy for fries for this stuff now.
Yeah.
I highly recommend Fries. Yeah,
Fries?
That'd be the best place to
Yeah.
go.
Well, I'm thinking about getting my own
discount.
headset.
Fries. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
I
super
need
discounts.
To, yeah,
Win in
yeah,
Indy.
yeah.
Shop
It's a real
at Fry's.
business.
Do they
It's
have
above 96th
microphones?
Street.
Do they have microphones like this that like
I
have
don't-
USB?
I don't know if they
connectors, like
have,
these to USB.
I don't know if they have those or not, but I can find out when I next go because I'm going to raid for for extended cords
Yeah.
for setups like this before.
Right.
Yes, Fry's is north of 96th Street. That's
It
why it's
is.
an acceptable place to shop.
Right.
It's a real business.
I should have thought about that when I was coming on down. Miss Anna, you know you're going to be drafted, right? Yeah, yeah,
I love
there it
responses
is.
like that. Apparently.
As JC
Right.
touches himself
Anna, do you need to
inappropriately.
have a
Like it.
cigarette to
Christ.
prepare yourself
Well,
to
it
steal
was
your nerves
slightly
to
appropriately.
be on panel with these fucking animals?
Hey,
Whoa,
I
whoa,
am a
whoa.
Have you
Gentle.
listened to any of our
Not
episodes?
all of us
I mean,
have
Jesus
gotten
Christ.
sex yet. We're not all. Oh, you meant the other way.
Yeah, I
I'm
meant
sorry.
the other
Oh,
way.
Also,
sorry,
if I was an animal randomly, I would probably be a penguin, the gentleman of the bird
of the bird
kingdom.
world.
Yeah.
yeah. See, and
Always shows up with a tuxedo.
this is true. Always looking
Just
makes, very dapper
Makes
Naturally
amazing
polite.
non sequiturs
God.
all the time.
all the time.
All the time.
I mean, what? No, you got to come up here and say it in the mic.
Gotta
Yeah,
do
come on.
it.
See, that's how that works. We're getting you here. We're getting you here, ladies
it's
and
audience
gentlemen.
participation
Anna.
time.
There's a headset
It's
there that you
audience
can put on so you
participation.
can hear yourself.
You got to spread it apart. There you go. Throw those
She
on
said.
your ears there.
on it.
And the
It's like a dick. You got to get right up on it.
whoa.
I don't think I need you to tell me what to
And
do with
now
it.
we're
I'm
you
just
go.
now
saying.
rated R.
You,
All right.
you really should let him. He's an expert in the.
Yeah, he's and by the way, don't go.
It's terrible.
Anna?
Yeah, he's experts in other people's.
And-
yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave. I'm gonna pick up where he left off, and I'm gonna say, don't bring your mouth to the. Bring it to you.
Yeah, the mic
make
moves.
him go where you
wanna-
want him to be.
Yeah.
Right? You want it to be
Oh,
right up in your
now
face.
it's gone bad, huh? So you can pull that all the way back here if you need
Yeah,
to.
you can get comfortable and move the mic stand, it will move.
It'll-
with
I
you.
am actually really comfortable though.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
So-
Oh, wonderful. So
Alright.
what was it that you
Yeah,
said
So
over
what
there?
I was going to say was, I've only listened to a couple of episodes, and I was asking if we got to hear the intro to the porno music because it's like 80s porno. Like when I first listened to it, I was like,
That's
"Josh,
awesome.
this is like the intro to a porno. I like it."
You know, there's a
So real
reason.
jazzy with
Yeah,
the drums with it.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm with
There's
you.
a
All right.
reason we get 600 to 700 downloads a month.
There it
and
is.
I will say
right.
it is probably the porno music.
Yeah,
Probably.
the porn entry. Yeah, I'm in. That's how that works.
We
I
have a
really,
good time.
I really don't know what porno you guys watch because,
Right?
What it's like weird like little chime music.
All of it.
and-
Dude, it's
All of
80s
it.
porn.
It's like
music.
the 80s porn.
Yeah.
You've never watched 80s porn?
John
dude?
Kennedy, don't
Like-
judge.
Okay, I'm gonna be blunt. Usually, when I've watched porn, I've never really paid much attention
Oh,
to
Jesus Christ.
John,
John.
no,
scenery,
see, no.
music.
John.
Dude, that's what makes like
acting?
the setting.
Yeah,
Like that's what
it
gets
helps
you
provide
into
the
it.
story.
Like,
No,
Chicka bow, chicka bow wow.
My
yeah.
brain usually handles the other half. It's like, oh, this is a good start, and away we go.
And this is where we went
Well,
off
of
the
course,
rails.
that's
you
the
know,
only
yeah.
reason I would deliver pizza.
Maybe it's because I'm
you
a
know?
female. I'm all
Behind
about
the
the plot.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
I object.
Yeah, there it is.
I have strong and moral objections to porn. You want to know why? I have never in my life had a plumber show up so promptly to my house or be so
Right.
willing to come inside. Instead, it's
Right.
usually
Right.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I'm
what were
on
you
break.
wearing?
Right?
That's true. It's really on you.
Because
Same
really,
thing I always
if you-
do, you know,
my
fishnets.
God.
and-
teabag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John,
All right, so
John Kennedy showing the
Python.
cleavage.
let's rip this back in. Let's rip this back in.
Oh yeah,
We've
we're a
got-
fantasy gaming.
We've gone.
podcast.
Yes,
Let's
we
wrap this
are.
back
I mean,
in.
we are
That's
in
right.
fantasy, so.
All right.
there's-
Well, there you go.
Let's rip this
Hi,
back in.
welcome.
This is
So what
you
we're
doing?
doing here, the gentlemen, you have gone out. The brewery, the farm/brewery has just been completed. So Rico has his first batch of beer. I'm sorry, Jace has his first batch of beer, which is brewing currently. It should turn out well. It's going to be about a week until you're able to tap and drink. You have decided that you guys are going to go out and relax. You're going to go to the clearing in the woods. You guys are going to just chill out, drink the last of the perhaps purloined alcohol that you snagged from
What the
one
cult didn't smash open and destroy.
No.
prequel time, buddy.
No, prequel time,
Oh,
buddy.
okay.
Ooh.
No,
I heard that. I
prequel.
heard that in the first sentence.
You managed to purloin some Five Finger, some grain alcohol, perhaps from the inn behind the counter that. Yes, your parents had behind the counter.
Okay.
And you guys have gone out in the clearing. You have had more than your drinks. You've gotten your drink on in the afternoon. Everybody roll me a D20. We're against your constitution. I want to see if
not
anybody
gonna
gets
be good.
just completely
I have an
hammered.
amazing constitution. And having said that,
Yeah, you do.
18.
oh god.
13.
Okay, I think now we should address how dice work. I think that we should go for lower numbers
Yeah,
because
no.
it's like golf, and golfing's more fair. Also, I have a 5. Is
Oh,
that a problem?
you have a
Jesus
5.
Christ.
Damn it, John.
Okay.
You're not training your
so
dice.
Radish cannot hold his liquor.
Yeah,
No,
so
which is
Radish
hilarious.
is you're kind of out in the woods and you're kind of doing your thing and Radish has a drink and then Radish has another drink and you're passing the bottle along and then Radish feels a little you pass the bottle to him and he's like
These O'Douls are just too tough.
these are rough.
I have to move to Zima.
When John you see something out in the woods. It was out there. Over there.
Okay.
Radish, you're
I see something.
yeah. It was right over there. It went behind the tree.
You know what? Normally, I think I would assemble like the town guard and go get my shield and my merry band of friends. But this time, I want to see if that was like a bunny I saw. So I'm gonna
It was flying.
flying bunnies. I'm
yes,
sold.
flying bunny.
Radish is going into the woods.
Okay, Radish gets up and he's obviously had a few too many. How does that even work?
yeah.
You
I'm
can
not
tell.
gonna. If he's gonna go vomit,
He's
which
g-
I think he's gonna do, I'm not gonna follow him
Yeah.
into the woods. I
He
don't
might
want
be.
to see that.
He might be draining
Yeah,
the
right.
lizard. I don't
Radish,
know.
Radish,
I couldn't
where
tell
you-
you.
Where are you
Do his
going,
thing.
Radish? Why are you wandering off?
Just want to see the floating thing. It
What
looked-
the hell are you talking about,
The
Radish?
floating
Nothing is
thing,
floating.
Titus.
Remember what happened last time? You had no clothes. You were out for 2 days. You wound up with 3 different deer. One was dead. It was just
that was
odd.
like the greatest camping trip of my life. Man.
Yes, but the
So,
other two were deeply satisfied, were they not?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
he was in it to win it.
Don't offend the druid.
It took me an
Said
hour
no one
to
ever.
track his ass down. He left no prints.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I could find anybody anywhere
Hey.
in the woods, and he was gone.
I'm going into the woods because I see something.
Mystically
All right.
drunk.
Hey.
Moving on.
Stealth.
Titus is going to follow Radish because he has a penchant for getting in trouble.
No, I don't.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You guys are.
percent-wise,
Wait.
it's at least
So
100%.
I have this grain alcohol, and everybody else got up from the circle.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, he wandered off to maybe drain the lizard, and they didn't think he'd be safe. I don't
didn't
know
go
how
anywhere.
this
So
I'm not going
then
anywhere.
Sparrow's
I'm
like,
there.
give me the bottle.
Oh, okay. So Sparrow and I are
Oh,
still
yes.
going to drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Sparrow and I are
Hey,
BFFs.
the buddy system.
Right?
Right?
And this guy gets in trouble 100% of the time.
No,
Nice.
that's not true. This
Yeah.
is a prequel, therefore it's only like 75%.
You get in trouble
Nice.
100%
That's why
of the
you're
time,
the town
60%
hero.
of the
You're
time.
the one who gets us in trouble.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I also rescue the town from the trouble I start. So I like
Whatever.
to think that I'm batting 100.
You have these
You
weird,
are, you
have
are.
these weird morals, whatever the hell.
He's
they are.
over there flicking matches at the house and like, what are you doing? Well, I need to save the town from a fire later today. Wait, what are you doing? What?
Okay, that sounds more like what a serial killer would do.
Okay.
That's
Serial
more.
arsonist.
Serial arsonist. Yeah, let's not go straight to killing.
Who
Mike
doesn't-
in the audience is like, no, yeah.
Yeah, who doesn't
Mike's
love-
going, well, that's just normal for
Right?
John.
Who doesn't love
Two
cereal?
thumbs up from the audience.
Who doesn't love cereal?
It's an absolute wonderful thing.
Radish.
All right.
Yo, Radish, don't go too far, man.
No, floating.
No.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'll follow him.
I'm fine.
All
I'm
right.
just going into the woods
Wait a second.
to follow the floating thing. Now,
Radish and Titus are going off together?
This is
Yeah.
not smart.
Radish is going off to maybe drain the warhorse, right? See a man about a warhorse. And then apparently he needs somebody to hold it. So Titus went with him. I don't know.
oh,
I'm
is
not
this
sure.
going to be the episode where we meet SJP for the first time?
No.
No.
No. That would be great. We have to have that episode. We're
Hey,
going to do
yeah.
that.
I bet-
I'm saving that
I
idea
bet we
at this
can
point.
smash this bottle before they get back, you and I.
Oh, I'm in.
Drink faster.
So Sparrow and I are gonna drink as quick as we can so
Yeah.
they don't get any more.
Rehabs for quitters.
Yep.
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 Full
Okay,
half
yeah.
full bottles are for
And then
for
after we
quitters.
finish the bottle, we'll go after them to see if they need our help.
Spin around to bat
Smash
first, then
and
go.
run.
Our cavalry is going to be just as drunk as we are, so this can
Nice.
only end well.
So SJP had a bottle in the feed bag and was just it's terrible. Alrighty, you wander into the tree line. I was going to say John, but I meant to say Radish.
It's Radish.
Radish wanders into the tree line. What are you doing? It went behind that tree.
I go behind the tree.
All right, it's not there. Give me a roll on D20.
It's not behind the tree. That just means I have to
Just
walk.
for the record, he is now training his D20s.
Nice. That's all good.
Hey, 15. That is better than
15.
average.
That is pretty
Oh,
good.
it's two trees further in, and it kind of zips around the other. This really tall tree.
Am I getting directions from a squirrel?
Straight on.
I don't know. It could be.
You're
Second tree
drunk,
to the right.
So you know
Second
where
tree
you're
to the
getting
right,
your
straight
directions.
I like
morning.
the cut of your jib, squirrel. You know what? You keep being you, squirrel.
Keep being used.
I go after the second tree. And
All right. He is, for as much as a drunk man can, Titus, he's taking off.
He's
Like
taking
he's
off.
like, I'm gonna step left, right.
This
left.
is like
that.
This is like Chris Farley, like down a hill.
Yes, yeah, almost. You see the hill
All right.
coming.
I will try to keep pace just to make sure he doesn't blow anything up because it's Radish.
All righty.
Oh, Jesus.
I have not blown anything up yet.
Not the yeah.
Also, 'cause
Keyword.
this is a prequel. Also, Jace is the arsonist.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's
Really?
that.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Radish started the cult. We just found that out. Yeah.
That's
That'd
true.
be awful.
Is it
Awesome.
on?
I
Yes.
guess.
You're
It
on.
is on,
It is
yeah.
on. Yay! It's been returned.
Yeah.
Okay, you
We turned
round
it
the
back
corner
on.
and you see something floating in the air. It's about half a foot tall, wings, and it kind of giggles.
Doo-doo.
Well, now Radish's weird curiosity for folklore is kicking in.
This is where
Okay,
it goes.
give me a roll on your folklore.
Well, I was going to walk up closer. 14.
14, still rolling above average.
It looks like Now you've heard people tell. It looks like a woodland fairy.
That's
wings,
awesome.
wings, and the whole thing. I have no idea.
That's awesome. There's probably something really bad that I should be remembering about fairies right now, but
No, they're all
this
good.
This is amazing.
They grant wishes when you catch them.
I'm going to walk on up.
They're good and they're honest.
Yeah.
Hello.
They never deceive you. Hello.
I haven't seen you around here before, but I haven't seen a lot of fairies before. I'm Radish of
Drunk Radish
Oxley.
is the best Radish.
And Radish strikes a weird pose.
And I
Yes, you
am
would.
Anna, a woodland fairy. So
Oh, hi, Anna. What are you doing here?
well, what are you doing here? This is my forest.
This is your forest because we were over studying the Bible, and enjoying our fellowship. And I saw you in the woods, and I decided to follow you, which
we all
sounds a
need
little
Jesus.
creepy
Well,
now.
it is
but
super convenient that you found me and that you followed me, though kind of creepy. I need
And
I
a
need-
second guy lumbers up.
Radish, what the hell are you? What the hell is that?
Titus, this is Anna the Woodland Fairy.
Radish, we need to go, man.
But the she,
No,
she can
don't
float.
don't go. Wait, I need both of you.
No,
the more the
Radish,
merrier.
I take Radish's arm and I was like, "Hey, buddy."
Wait, no, she needs our
Alcohol's
help.
back here.
She's in distress, right?
She looks like she's going strong, stronger than us. Time to
Come on
leave.
back, or you get no more booze.
I grab
that's our
The
Bible
battle
leader.
cry comes through the woods of, "We're almost done with the bottle," and those two are like, "Oh, we got to go."
We gotta go.
You
We're
want to
gonna
come
miss
in
the-
a have some? It's good communion wine. We have wafers.
No, I have a mission for both of you guys. I need help.
Hey,
a mission.
Titus.
No more drinking. I'm
Okay,
under-
all right. We'll listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm under a spell, and I need your help. I need you to go to Ludenfeld and grab something for me so that I can break the spell.
Ludenfeld. I have a feeling in the future Ludenfeld's going to be full of jerks, but I love going to Ludenfeld.
Foreshadowing 11.
This is prequel.
Foreshadowing.
This is prequel. This is
I
before the thing.
need you to.
Yeah, what do we got to get, fairy lady? Keep your wings where I can see them.
He will pluck them
You know,
off.
right
one.
there on your back.
What?
Pick one. It just popped into your head that they have something to drink that sounds delicious. You want to obviously go back to where their camp is and have some, and then that might help you be able to tell your story.
Okay, then. All right.
So what are you doing?
So I think it's a good idea. I'm gonna take you guys up on your offer, and we can go. Drink and,
you'll drink with us?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's great. Oh,
Excellent. Titus is my name. Let's go do this.
okay.
And she takes off and leaves you guys in the, like, she's gone. Like, you're in the dust.
How'd she know where to get? Oh crap!
Oh,
She took-
I
drink
don't-
it all.
I'm a fairy.
She said these were her woods. She knows where everything
Yeah.
is at all times.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Well, maybe.
You think in the future she
trying
might be
to
able to
figure this
help
shit out.
us find
Her
a
woods, my
certain
woods.
shield?
No, you think in the future that might happen, huh?
Yeah.
One would
Okay.
have.
Help me
I
help
didn't even,
you.
I didn't even think about that.
Sparrow and Jace, you're working to finish that bottle as quick as you can, and it being grain alcohol, it's not exactly something you can just power chug. So you're like,
Well, hold on. Maybe nothing that you can't power chug.
this is true. This is true. There it is. When you're 3/4 of the way through the bottle, and the largest mosquito you've ever seen zips through camp. Only it was sort of blue or maybe green, and it had 4 wings instead of 2. Okay, that might not have been a mosquito.
What the actual is going on here? What the hell did you put in this?
Wait, did you see that too?
Hell yes.
is
What's
there-
going on here?
Is there absinthe in this world?
This is really, really good
I
alcohol.
know, right? What the?
Radish and Titus are sort of lumber running back towards the camp as though they have something pertinent to its back.
Actually, they're going to hear from a distance, like just a voice going, "Hey, James and Sparrow, don't get mad at me, but it turns out we've been a fairy in the woods and she needs our help." Oh, hey guys, I totally warned you she was coming. I
Wait,
heard all that.
wait. So that wasn't a hallucination?
What?
No.
no.
Radish,
No,
Radish
I'm
found a
actually
friend.
here.
There
I'm
are
not an
fairies in
hallucination.
this
Is it still in the camp, or did it go away from the camp?
Yeah, no,
You said it zipped through the camp.
It zipped through the camp, but you kind of lost, like you blinked.
Anna,
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh.
I'm here.
I hear on. I hear.
And
the
she floats
hell?
up from behind like a log that was on the side of the camp area
Yeah.
where you were.
I
Radish,
prepare to throw a dagger at it.
Alrighty.
Whoa!
Radish found a friend. Don't kill it. Her. Whatever.
Radish gets a friend for the first time. It's like the saddest children's book published in Huxley.
Wait, so it's not hostile?
No, it's not hostile.
Oh, I take my hand off my dagger.
All right,
There.
awesome.
And then I take another drink of this alcohol because this is crazy.
Yo, over here with that.
Sparrow, do you know what this is?
I've heard stories of creatures like this, but I've never met one. It's actually kind of confusing. They're
And she's about a foot, just a little under a foot, female in a little patch leaf
Where the hell did you find a
Dress?
fairy?
with 4 wings, and she's just sort of floating. like
Hanging out.
several feet off the ground.
I told you I saw something.
He
Also-
saw something.
Are there more fairies? Are you the only one, or are there multiples?
I am the only one
Oh, well, that's
left.
That's very sad.
Left.
Other people had darts.
Oh,
No,
that's sad.
it is.
So you're the last fairy?
I'm the last fairy ever.
Ever.
That's why I need your
Whoa.
help. I told you it was like the utmost importance. I need
She
your help.
needs us to go fulfill,
There's
I guess,
a
a
quest.
quest. Yeah.
Yes, there's a quest.
I'm in. I'm sold.
Of course you would be.
So
I still think we need
I
to
don't
drink
have
Okay,
a
more.
hold on a
for that.
second. Hold on a second. First of all, fairy, what's your name?
Anna.
Anna? Anna the fairy, the last fairy of the forest of Oxley?
That's exactly.
It's a hell of a title.
Yeah. Okay.
That is a much better
I know
selling
every
choice.
inch of
Okay.
these woods, and I've never seen you
Okay,
before.
hold on a second. This doesn't make any sense.
Do you
I have
stay-
lived in this area my entire life.
Yeah, I know.
I
right?
have never once seen or heard of a fairy.
There are no fairies in the Old Oaks. There are no fairies at the brook. That's the two places they were supposed to be, according to my
Where'd
master.
you
Yeah,
What
but
the
just
hell?
because you don't see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. And we have you see us, and we want to be seen. So,
Well, that's fair. I don't get caught stealing unless I want to be.
there you
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to sneak away from from me.
All right, Anna,
Okay,
last
so-
fairy of Oxley Woods.
All right.
What do you need?
I
You need some
I
of this
need
alcohol.
you to get an item for me. Yes, alcohol too. But
So, can you hold the bottle, or do we
There you
like
go.
have to tip it up
Yeah,
to you?
sippy cup. What do you need?
A
I don't.
thimbleful.
I don't think I
Anna
need
the fairy, do you
I don't
try
think
to
I
drink
need,
from the bottle?
I don't think I need a sippy cup. But if you guys have one of those little
Because we have a
eyedroppers, that would be really nice.
We have a pact in this party. Anybody that joins us needs to drink this bottle of alcohol with us.
I don't.
It's
I don't
very
think I can do a
recent.
bottle. Maybe a couple of droplets.
Oh, there's not a
but,
whole
you
much.
know,
There's not a lot left, I
Are
promise.
fairies like birds? Like, just
Alright.
imagine at the end of the bottle, just like dipping over and like.
Wait.
Wow.
A thimbleful.
Get a leaf.
What?
Oh, leave. There you go.
Get a leaf and fold it up into like a little bowl or ladle or something. And I'll put some of the grain alcohol
I
in
will
it,
go grab a.
Oh,
we
like
go.
first night.
and then she can
And
just
you
tip
it
the
up and it
leaf.
can go speed.
I will
Yeah,
grab a leaf.
yeah.
of
Like
the
that.
correct
I'll leave that to
consistency and
Sparrow. Sparrow
size
can do
and
all that.
Make it happen.
Well, yeah, he's the druid. The plant.
All right, give me a
thing.
roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
For leaf craft? It's
Yeah,
full to go.
for crafting.
12.
All right. He folds up a little, then they kind of
Grabs
fill
a
it.
leaf. Makes it into a cup.
And she takes it from you and kind of smooths her hands around the side of it, and the folds meld together, and now it's like a cup.
I need
And
to
she's
learn
like,
that trick. That's a
right
good one.
on. We're good here.
Awesome.
You take a few sips, and it's not only delicious, but it's potent, and those are the best kind.
Truth.
Yay.
Okay.
So you're good, but you now need to tell them what you can tell them.
So I need an item retrieved. Yes, an item retrieved for me from this town to break this spell.
What town?
Ludenfeld.
Ludenfeld.
I'm not going to Ludenfeld.
Yeah, why
I-
not? Don't be a pansy.
Wait, isn't that?
There are treasures that you will get if you do this for
well,
me.
hold on a
Okay,
second.
treasure.
I'm in.
This is a whole new different thing.
Hey, man.
And Ludenfeld sounds like a charming place to come back to later on.
Wait, isn't
Foreshadowing.
Ludenfeld where that
The cult.
that dickhead Weaver son lives?
Yes.
Isn't that where his family's from?
We
You
haven't
know,
met him yet.
Yeah.
you know what we could do? We could
Well,
we could take some
actually,
of our
I think
cloth
you need
over
to
there
go
and sell
talk
the
to
town
that
and mess with the
guy
weaver.
because
Yes.
he has information about the women that you need to talk to retrieve the item that I
Wait, there are
need.
women we
No,
need to
no,
talk to?
Radish can't go on
Yes.
this trip. He doesn't talk
I-
to women.
Titus
I talk to
specializes
women
in
just
talking
fine.
to women.
I talk to them about early
But
golem
the thing
civilization.
is, the
Vetted
thing
every
is with
maiden
these
in the
particular
village. There are no
women.
maidens any longer.
Do you want your treasures?
What's that?
Yes. I
Okay.
want all of their treasures.
Okay, so listen.
So shut up. She's talking about women and
All
treasure.
right. When you go to these women in Ludenfeld, you need to be very suave when you talk to
Yeah.
them.
Titus is up.
If
like
not,
it.
they will not give you directions to get the item that I need. And you don't want to come back without the item that I need.
Okay.
Are we
Okay.
getting threatened by a fairy?
Right?
Yeah.
What the hell?
You need to go
12
to
inches tall.
the Milk Maidens.
Milk.
The Milk Maidens?
That is all that I can
This is the start of
say.
every fantasy porn
So we need
that
to go
I've
to
seen.
Ludenfeld and find out information
Jesus
on the Milk
Christ.
Maidens. and then we need to be suave, or the fairy has threatened us.
Yeah. Radish,
All right, first of all,
Radish, you
That
cannot
sounds
talk
like-
during this
This
travel.
is some great booze, by the way. I love this stuff.
This stuff is awesome.
I am stealing from your parents' tavern way more often now.
Yeah, right? Shh. This made my night. Are you real? Can I?
Don't touch me.
No, I gotta.
Can
reach
I
over
just
right
don't
now,
touch it.
pat your
Okay,
head.
got it.
And this is how Sparrow was imbued with something.
I hope that even when I'm drunk, I still wouldn't be like, "Oh, that's a floating magical creature. They must love getting tapped on
I
the
gotta
head."
touch it.
They're so cute.
Yeah, you-
So,
You're
It's a
best
rare
little
fairy.
fairy.
I have to poke it.
And
I have
how
to.
quick do we have to do this? When do we? Is this like a nowish kind of thing?
I need.
God, I hope not.
Can we sleep?
I
What
I need this within. I need this in 24 hours.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
It takes
God.
8 to get to
Oh,
Ludenfeld.
God,
Or I
okay.
turn
Okay.
into
To get
pixie
back.
dust.
Wait, you
Oh
turn
wait, so your life is at stake.
Yeah, I'm the last fairy, and if you don't get this for me, I'm dust.
Oh man, I mean that is from what we're born into, which we will return.
You-
I
you-
read
okay,
that somewhere.
I'm just saying.
Um,
8 hours there, 8 hours back.
Let's go.
We gotta rush.
All right. So,
I am running back to
Of
my
course
home.
you're running back somewhere.
wobbling.
Okay.
Oh God, I forget the name of my at this point my girlfriend, Molly.
Molly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She's not gonna. I don't even know how to explain this.
You
to her.
were going to if you married into her, she would lose her maiden name of Coddle. The
what?
Mollycoddle.
get it? Anyhow, that's okay. You're drunk right now. It'll work.
yeah.
So, do you know what item you need to retrieve from Ludenfeld?
No.
Oh God, someone should have told her after
You-
we ran
We
off.
gotta go. To
He's off. Like Radish is headed back to his
I
house
know
at
we
a
have to
more
go
slow
to
clip.
Ludenfeld,
He
and we
thinks
have
he's
to
running
find
straight.
out.
Really, it's serpentine.
It is
We have
serpentine.
to find out information on the milkmaids
Zigzag, you
because
Right,
But
but
zigzag.
she needed you to grab an item.
there's an item that the milkmaids will direct us to save the last fairy of Oxley Woods.
Do you know what the item is you need to bring back to the
No,
fairy?
I haven't left
She
yet.
didn't
I'm trying
say.
to figure this out.
We've been drinking.
Okay.
No, we
All right.
Okay, well, since Radish is going to run away, what is the item exactly we need to bring back to you?
Is it a shield with a dragon scale on it?
Specifics are good.
No, you don't get specifics. It involves milking.
Yep, that's what Radish is doing.
Okay.
All in favor?
What?
Okay. Well,
I can't tell we're being conned by like a farmer who's sort of like, yeah, it involves milking and then bringing in the hay, and then you got to go and reshoe that horse over there. Or
no,
this is
no,
some
no,
really
no, no,
weird
no,
like
no.
sexual term that she's trying to be like,
Whoa.
yeah, there's a guy there behind an alley.
Whoa.
Jesus
you know what?
Christ.
I
No,
think
Ludenfeld
I
doesn't
think-
have alleys.
I think Milk Maidens is probably the super adult political name for some sort of mystical nymphs that we're going to need to get some potion from.
Milk maiden.
No,
You know
I
what?
think it's probably
okay.
milk.
If
Milk
we got
maiden.
24 hours from now, we should probably make
Yeah, let's
haste.
go. Let's
okay.
go.
Do
Yeah.
you know what you're getting?
Still have no idea. Would you like to come along?
No, I can't. I can't come along with you.
She's probably bound to these woods.
Yeah,
I am.
Because of the
I
curse.
am.
One could.
And I can only give
Speculate
you
as such.
so much help to get this item for me.
All right. Do you
Okay.
have like an enchanted vessel or anything that we need to put this in to preserve it?
Yes.
Thank God.
This guy-
May I secure that so we can bring it back to you safely?
No, because you have to also go get it.
Oh,
You have to find that too.
wait. Is that
Oh,
here in these
Jesus
woods?
Christ.
I think we just need to
Negative.
start with these milk maidens and go from there.
Okay, so we need to go to Ludenfeld. We need to find out who the Milk Maidens are, and then be suave and talk to them to find the enchanted vessel we need to get the Milk Maidens' milk.
And
to
it
bring,
involves milking, yes. Remember
to
that.
bring back to.
Radish.
Oh my goodness, I'm way too not sober for this.
Give me a roll. What'd you roll?
8.
8? Good enough. He's talking to you about, and then we need to go here, and then we need to go here, and then boop. Sparrow just sort of pokes you in the side, just a little.
Yes.
Holy shit, it's
and,
real.
And say it again.
I should zap
Holy
you.
shit, it's real.
And she now sort of glows just a little.
Yeah, holy crap.
Didn't look like that before you touched her. and you look around and you see almost the trail of where she's flown. There's something.
Oh my gosh! Sparrow's
Holy
fey touched
shit.
now, isn't he?
Something like that. Well,
I think I
Literally.
see
Adventure.
how a species like fairies got
Like
wiped out.
I reach up and I kind of like
This is a horrible
kind of
horrible
poke into that
evolutionary
and
flaw.
start following it a little bit, not just to the edge, just to the edge of the clearing. Like look back, and oh, wow. Okay.
I like you training your D20. You're a good man, Mike.
Serious,
It's even glowing.
serious
Yeah.
craziness going on here today.
nice.
I like it.
The Rico Suarez
Holy
School of Dice
stuff.
Yeah,
Arts,
Sparrow,
fascinating
don't
me.
fondle the fairy, man.
It's just needed.
I know,
real.
but
it's real, man.
she'll probably poke you back and poke you back harder. Don't do it.
It's at this point that you see
But
Radish
it's-
running
they're
up with
real.
like
I know. You don't know what she can do.
at this point Radish is running up. He's for some reason pulling on a boot, even though he's got the rest of his clothes on, and you're pretty sure you saw him leave with his boots on. And he's like, "I'm here. All right, we're ready to go. All right, hey guys. All right, yeah. You know what? I brought my books. I brought my Encyclopedia Mythanica. You know, I'm ready to
Yeah.
go.
Nice.
Just one question.
Okay.
Where are we going again?
Ludenfeld.
Going to
Ludenfeld.
Ludenfeld. You're going to Ludenfeld.
Oh man, they're not as
Oh,
cool. I like
God.
Whittingham better.
No, don't go there. You need
Hey,
to go to Ludenfeld.
Whittingham.
Add a character. Do I have the horse
I'm
yet,
running
or
out
no?
of time too. You know.
Oh, we gotta go, guys.
24 hours.
Guys, we gotta go.
Hey
20
guys, I'm
hours
gonna go
and
hook up
50
SJP
minutes,
to the cart and we'll.
Does
we'll
he have
get
his
going.
horse?
Yeah.
He just said yes.
In this prequel, SJP is just a tiny little foal. and
SJP
adorable.
has just now joined. You
Sarah
got him for
Jessica Park.
you got him for Christmas. SJP for the audience is short for Sarah Jessica Parker, Triple Crown winner. We like her. We did ask
She's beautiful.
repeatedly when she was filming Sex in the City, "What's with the long face?" There was confusion. Anyhow,
We are legally required to make that joke. We paid a writer for it, so
Yep.
we have to use
so we
it.
have to use that repeatedly. So SJP, she's a horse, Clydesdale, long flowing mane,
Oh yeah.
usually unkempt. It's just a thing.
Also, as it turns out, will be a better fighter than the rest of the party. And
At one point, yes.
may accidentally several people to death.
Yeah, several people. Yeah, accidentally several
Accidentally
people.
them to death.
And that's
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
So SJP rolls up with the cart. Titus is directing the cart. You all pile in, and
I am there.
you sort of fall in and lay down,
Yeah.
and you come to the realization as you pull out for Ludenfeld that you have both of your boots, which is a good thing
Yes.
because you found that other
They
one.
don't feel right. Like,
Here,
you know,
here.
they're
That's
itchy.
because they're on the wrong foot,
Radish,
dummy.
eat this.
Small
and
wins.
I hand him
Small
a little
wins.
parcel of a couple herbs together. It'll help clear his hangover. And
No,
sober
man, I
him
told
up.
you, I don't do that anymore.
Dude,
Nice.
No, I'm sorry.
Nice.
I need you to sober up, man. Here, eat this.
This won't. This will sober me up.
Yes.
Okay.
And you clip clop off to Ludenfeld.
How long is the trip to Ludenfeld in a cart?
We need coconuts.
So it's about 6.5 hours, and you guys.
Oh, burning time.
You guys sort of roll up mid-afternoon because you purloined the alcohol for breakfast. That was a good move.
That was
We
the
liked
best
it.
move.
So it's mid-afternoon when you roll into Ludenfeld, and there's a gentleman on the outskirts of Ludenfeld who's just sort of sitting there. Anna, I'm going to ask you to swap headphones with JC.
He's the milkmaid.
No,
I am not impressed.
He's the man on the outskirts of Ludenfeld.
yeah.
and you recognize him as he comes up. He's the Weaver's son.
oh,
Oh,
And we all know the Weaver's son didn't like you don't like any of these people.
Yeah,
They're
the Weaver's
jokes.
son hates us.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know why. It's not like we're going to do anything in a year. Foreshadow.
Shut up.
Well, God blessed me this day to roll up and see you ingrates.
Weaver.
Oh, is that? Oh, God, this headache. Hey, is that? What's your name again?
You smell like failure and beer.
Your
Yeah, my
stock
dad told
is
me that.
Subpar.
Reggie? Is that your name?
Can't
You
even
skip loops.
remember.
Oh, do you have like a name tag?
Well, if my mind wasn't hardened by actual work, I guess I'd forget it too.
Okay,
Hey.
let's not pretend weaving is hard work.
No.
You live off of your daddy's work, all right?
Yeah.
So
You are a
Try.
terrible weaver.
But well, I don't know.
I
to
could
be-
weave you under the table any day of the week, and
you-
you know it.
Can you
That's-
lay in the road so my horse can trample you?
Challenge?
Can you be so
All
kind?
right. no.
I
Challenge
challenged you.
accepted.
I challenged
Oh,
you
you
years
said
ago.
challenge
I challenged you again.
Somebody give me a
You
D20.
suck.
Screw this
You
guy. Somebody give me a
suck.
D20.
What? There's no loom here.
He's that good he doesn't need a loom?
Not for you, there isn't. But for me, looms are everywhere.
somewhere the ferry is literally dying, going, I hope they come back soon and didn't get distracted by arts and crafts.
And that they don't get into a weaving contest.
I'm on an errand, and when I get back, I'll show you up again.
Yeah, when you get back. Okay.
You know,
Showing you up for years.
All talk.
No fair you've ever come to. Your product
All talk,
is
no
outsold
threading.
mine.
All talk, no threads.
we are really ballsy when it comes to like merchants and shopkeepers.
Yeah.
Why don't we have the
Weaver
same
sons.
level of courage against like dragons?
Dragons? Yeah. Dragons is like, no, we're good.
No.
Hard pass. I mean, soft pass. Well,
Hard pass.
we
What-
weren't here. You didn't see us. is
What
I'm
are
saying.
you, a milliner? A cartwright? We fear no cartwrights. Is that a troll? I don't know if a troll.
Are you a Cooper by chance? We don't care. Your barrels suck.
I kill Coopers.
So,
Why are you even here spreading the stench of your disgrace?
Oh, Jesus.
okay, you know what?
we
I almost wanna hit you.
We need to speak with your father. Actually,
What?
we need to speak with your father.
yeah, is
He's not going to want to do that.
your father named Gary?
No,
Harry, Gary.
I thought we
Yeah.
had to go to Ludenfeld to talk to the father to learn about the milkmaids.
Oh, yeah.
That's an angle.
Yeah.
That's an angle.
Yeah, you could ask him, I guess.
Okay, we need to speak to your dad, unless you know the milkmaid. Do you know the milkmaid?
You know there's
Milkmaidens?
more than one. right?
Milkmaids.
Really? Ludenfeld has a thriving dairy market?
Radish.
No, make as much fun of him as you want.
I didn't know that. That's you should.
We're the second largest dairy county in the realm. Are you?
No,
are
he's
you
right.
daft?
I mean,
there are a
he's
lot of
right.
cows.
He's right.
There's a bunch of pasture lands right before the
We may
mountains.
not.
Oh, that explains all the
They
cows.
are
We may not like him, but
You know,
he is not
I
wrong.
thought you guys just
You know, on the
liked
tankards,
cows.
the little Bessie, that's us, right? You know that, right?
Oh, your Ludenfeld milk. Oh, man.
You know, I heard this crazy sage the other day talking about this thing. He called it like natural selection, and I just thought he was full of it. And I didn't even meet you.
Yeah, I am pretty naturally selected.
Jace, can I tie this guy up? He's an ass.
No.
You know what? If you break his index finger, he'll never weave right again.
Can I?
Foreshadowing.
Titus dismounts from the cart.
No, you're not. You're not breaking anybody's fingers.
Oh, no.
Just stretching the legs, guys.
Murder
Just-
McGee's tuning up for his next big hit.
I was going to offer him a ride back strapped to the underside of SJP.
Oh, man.
You want a
The
piece?
mental
You
image is
half
frightening.
bastard.
We need to speak with your milkmaids.
Yep.
The town is that way.
So
Okay.
All right.
get back in the cart.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
back in the
cart,
cart.
Titus.
Titus gets back.
Back in the cart.
Get back in the car.
Getting in the cart.
By the way, for the record,
Oh,
I would
shit.
not shake hands with Titus.
I don't plan on touching any of you.
Oh, good.
But I wouldn't want to catch your filth.
Hey.
Oh, can we not fight with him right now?
Okay, I think I'm figuring out, like, in the future, what turns Ludenfeld to the forces of evil. It could just be that, like,
just
It's
be
us.
it could just be like all the
And we
shopkeepers are
found
like,
it.
man, why do we deal with such rude people from Oxley? Let's destroy them.
We're only rude to the asshole Weaver kid. He's an asshole.
We just met him.
That's the
I'm
thing.
an asshole.
You, baby. I
You
have
just
known him
met.
for
He's known him
years,
for
and
years.
he's a
There's been a weaving rivalry. It's a thing.
Oh, that's right. And
It's
His
all right.
product sucks.
Oh. All right, so you guys head down the road to town. You the farms and the main barn what do they call the milk area where the
Udders.
cows are?
They're called
dairy?
udders.
No, well, okay, maybe a
Not of
little
a cow.
a little pulled back from that,
I
not
don't
that
know.
close.
It's probably
the dairy
just
area is on the
paddock?
other side of town. So you
Okay.
roll through the square of Ludenfeld, and you really get this sort of. It started with the Weaver's son, and you really get this kind of stink eye vibe. Like, it's not that. I mean, everything seems to be okay. It's kind of like Oxley, only a little more low rent. And you're rolling through with your own cart and horse and riding
Beach
in
Grove.
style, and they're kind of like, "Oh, I see, with the fancy cart, the horse. We have cows. Get out!" Like,
do people ride cows here? Because that's kind of cool. And
well, they got.
I think before we leave, Radish is going to try to buy a cow to ride.
Ludenfeld horses. I like it.
Yeah, you know, the Ludenfeldians are trying to think of another word for horse, and their brain just keeps going cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cow.
Yeah.
So it's
the
a
word
thing.
for cow and
War
sister
cow.
are very similar. It's
War
very
cow.
odd.
Yeah, you can get like a war cow with armor, and they just go.
Yo, that would be pretty terrifying, though,
It's a
in
little
real
bit.
life.
Sparrow has to
Like
run back
a
into the market.
2-ton
He drags
bull
Radish out.
armored? Yeah, that'd be scary.
yeah,
true.
he
Radish-
stops and looks at the armor and gets go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Absolutely.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
So you roll up to the largest dairy, and you notice there are a number of milkmaids that are overdoing the milking. As you come up with your horse, there's a gentleman that wanders out, who comes in, and he is likely the I don't want to say the foreman of the dairy, but somebody's got to be in charge of the milking and, all the milkmaids and the general production. Ludenfeld has a very large. You can bring the mic to you.
Okay.
It'll fully move. You can extend it. You can lift it up. You don't have to hunch if you don't want to. It's perfectly fine. The gentleman wanders out from the dairy. He looks to be the guy in charge of the general dairy. There's basically 1,000 cows wandering around, and he has seen you guys coming from the town proper with your uppity horse and your fancy cart and all of your these folks are obviously from the next town over, and they do there's an apothecary there, which is just weird. I mean, who the hell does that sort of thing? That's like, you guys are a good milk farming community. You provide what everybody needs. And then these guys are from that town where the weirdos live. It's okay. Yeah. I mean, it's relatively obvious. And he kind of wanders out wondering what the heck you guys want to do at his dairy farm.
Stink eye. Jace, you want me to take care of this, or would you like to talk?
No, you're absolutely the most charismatic out of all of us.
Oh, fun stuff. Good day, sir. How does the day find you?
Pretty good. Just wondering what's going on.
We actually come from Oxley Forest, and with that, we have a huge problem. We wanted to know if we could talk to some of your milk maidens. We were told that they might have answers to our prayers.
This still sounds like the opening to the worst porno ever.
Yes.
And that goes through your mind. Like, these 4 vagrant youngsters from the next town over want to talk to your milk maidens.
No funny business, of
Right
course.
around, maybe it's getting close to quitting time. We're getting later on in the afternoon. Really?
We also reek of alcohol. So
And there's
do.
that. There obviously have been early on.
Can we talk to the people who give us milk? They could be 1%. I don't care, but not scared.
Radish,
That's
stop it.
Radish.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
But like I said, no
Radish.
funny business. We're on a quest, and we need to find some information out from your milk maidens. That was it.
I mean, you got to do that inside the city. That's not something I do.
Well, no, we're not. No, we're not, sir. We're not trying to do that. Of course, we just want to talk to him.
Well,
you
I might be.
You can stand and watch if you want. If you're into that sort of thing, it's
that is
okay.
your business, not mine.
Understood. After quitting time for him, can we snag 1 or 2 just to talk? That's it. Again, you can watch.
I don't want to watch. I'm
Okay.
good. I'm a working man. I don't.
Are you? You're working, man?
I feel like this is
it.
going to be part of a
That's
deposition
not what I
someday.
meant.
No? Oh.
Do you know
I
anything about
apologize.
fairies?
Woodland
like-
sprites you hear from the back of the wagon.
Like 1 foot tall, floating, glowing fairies?
Woodland sprite.
You guys must be on some kind of alcohol that does not come from around
They
here.
are very real. I saw one. Sparrow touched it.
Yeah, and
We did indeed.
And
we've
he,
only had a couple drinks. I mean, that's it.
and he gave me something
Seems
called a
like-
good berry,
Yeah,
but
I
I
mean,
don't
that
know.
many. 3, 4. Yeah, you know what I mean. But no, we just need to talk to 1 or 2 of them. We got to get some information. We're helping our green fairy from the forest, and she's the last one.
She was
or she's
blue.
going to die. Huh?
She was blue.
Bluish
wasn't she?
green. Now we're arguing about semantics here. Come on.
Do you think any of your milk maidens know anything about fairies? Do you mind asking them for us? Like as they're leaving the farm?
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not really the best at.
No,
Figure-
do your thing.
Yeah, do your thing. It's all good.
No, I mean, like, I'm
Yeah.
not really good at being a milk person. I'm not really sure what the
It's okay.
what.
No, you're good.
That's
Do you
6
want to let
ounces.
him or do you want to not let him? If you let him, I'd keep an eye on him.
Keep in mind,
If you don't let him, tell him to go away. One or the other.
All right.
It's all you.
this is your moment, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it is up to them, not me.
Okay.
I'm gonna let as long as I don't even know what to say to that. Really,
No, and let me say, sir, do you drink or no?
no.
Do you drink
I
milk?
got
That's
nothing.
too bad.
That is a different story. I mean, he's talking about like alcohol. I don't know. What
I was.
You
you're
should
talking
drink
about.
more alcohol.
Yeah.
You would feel better. We guarantee it.
From the back of the wagon, you hear the weirdest fact as
You know what
Radish
we should
goes,
do?
the horse tribes
that?
drink fermented mare's milk.
We could wait until they all start to leave the farm.
Yeah.
And ask them.
Is there something wrong with him?
He gave me a whole bunch of grass.
Oh, no. Sir, you said something as in singular? No, there are...
I kind of knew that there was at least one thing wrong with him.
This guy's smart. He's a chip off the old
Oh,
block.
that's
I like
why
this.
he's ahead of the dairy farm.
Agreed.
Right.
So,
That's why they pay me the
Foreman
big
at the dairy.
money.
we'll wait until your milk maidens get off work and see if we can talk to one or two. You can watch if you want.
As long as you're not harassing them.
We will make sure that Radish does not talk because he harasses a lot.
And
Okay.
and it
So says
Might
Titus.
have to.
This is going to be something when I'm sober.
watch
to remember
him.
you said
I
that.
will. He is Jace's manservant, so he will be beaten with a wet noodle if he speaks.
Okay, that's not true at all.
Well, no, it could be.
I mean, we'll beat him for sure, but he's definitely not
Oh,
my
as long as we get
manservant.
that, I mean,
Yeah.
that's cool. Okay, we're on the same page.
Oh, yeah, this is before we had our talk with Jace about just go with the lie.
8 hours
Yeah.
down, 12 to go.
Foreshadowing.
So,
right.
so
Or 16 to go,
a
rather.
number of milk maidens have sort of congregated at the edge of the barn space. Both doors are wide open. The cows had been coming in. There's one side of the barn is wide open, so the cows can come in and out. And a number of them have come over and have watched you talking with the foreman and seem rather curious as you.
How many?
Notice they're 2 or 3.
Is there room in the cart for them if we sit Radish's drunk butt up?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm coming down, man. I'm fine.
Good evening, ladies. How are you today?
And the congregation, they sort of laugh and run back into the barn. They look at the foreman like, oh, we weren't finished, and
How
they kind of run
coy.
in. You guys could go up there.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
I think Titus and I should go over there. Oh,
Are
Sparrow
you
too.
gonna follow them in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you want to hang on to
See?
those.
Okay.
I think
Then you
he's got
definitely-
the idea of, I think I'm about to be a witness in a federal
gonna
testimony.
be a witness?
They're gonna call me in and go. So,
Sweet
do you
ladies?
recollect how this one went down?
Okay.
Oh no.
kidding me? Yeah.
Yeah, no, Judge. He really did say
Twice on
something about
Sunday.
fermented horse milk.
Yeah,
I don't know what
fermented
that
mare's
meant.
milk, Mongolian beer. It's
And then,
delicious.
and then
It'll be
Radish
fun.
finds out that it's really a stud, and we're done.
Oh wow! Now I'm
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Oh, milking
But-
the wrong end.
And I need to clear my throat. So the foreman
mic.
kind of
Ignore the
wanders you up.
computer.
The foreman kind of wanders you up where you were, and there were a number of girls that are just sort of, and they're girls from like 14 all the way down to like 9 or 10. And they're at milk maidens. They're on the younger side. They're here obviously to learn and
Damn
milk
it.
the cows and yeah.
I really
damn
want to
it.
know why this fairy sent us here.
There you go.
This just got awkward.
Are any of them working, lifting heavy?
They're lifting pails of milk, little wooden buckets full of
Oh,
milk.
okay.
I mean,
I'm
well,
gonna-
not little, but big enough.
I'm gonna jump in and help them with their duties.
Okay, one of the guys is over there trying to move the milk. Like he's grabbing buckets and doesn't. No, that guy.
I was about to say. I was like,
No, not this guy. He's like,
gotta-
I would, but go ahead.
And then I'm gonna say hi.
And they're like,
Hi.
oh, thanks.
Hi,
Oh, thank
how
you
you
very
doing?
much. Yeah. Oh, I'm really good.
My name's Jace. I'm from Oxley.
I'm Laura.
Nice to meet you, Laura. This is Titus. He's also from Oxley.
Hi,
Oh,
Laura.
Hi, Oxley. I've never been to Oxley. I've never really been out of Ludenfeld.
You should come.
Oh
It's
well,
very
I mean,
pretty.
I can't
Is
blame
it nice?
It's very lovely.
Is it very nice? Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
wonderful.
Taking the message of not talking to anyone inside this place to heart, Radish, as they're talking, just kind of looks at the nearest person, just gives her one of those like finger gun points. He goes,
Oh, okay.
gives a Shrek smile,
and Laura looks over at you and goes, "Oh, is he okay?"
you. No,
He's special.
Oh,
You know what I mean.
And she kind of gives you a little wave, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's so nice," and then goes back to her work and doesn't want to look at you anymore because she doesn't know if it's catching.
Yeah.
So it's all right. She's like, "Oh, all right."
So he was born a little weird. You can talk to us. He doesn't catch. He's been our friend most of our lives.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna milk some more, and then we're gonna go from there. And then since he helped me empty that bucket. And you're washing along, and you talk with a couple of the other girls. They're pleasantries. There's Laura, and there's Melissa, and there's Sally. And give me a roll.
Oh, okay.
Sparrow, that is.
He was going to have you roll, and I was just going to do
10.
some old-fashioned investigation.
10. Well, you're investigating. What are you looking for? Let's do the old-fashioned investigation. Let's do this.
So, well, it's going to be kind of talking investigation. I'm going to continue helping the girls with their work.
Okay.
I'm going to ask any of them if they go out to the woods often.
Oh, no, we wouldn't be allowed to do that. They all look at the form, and they're like, no, we don't ever go out to the woods because we don't.
Is there
Stay around the farm.
Laura or Molly or any of the other girls who are insistently saying that they don't that are protesting too much?
No,
They're
all just like, no, we're not really. That's not a thing. We don't ever sneak off to the woods.
Oh.
There was one girl. She did sneak off to the woods. That was a bad thing. She got, the cane. We don't do that.
Oh,
We understand.
Does she still work on this farm?
No.
Oh,
She wandered off into the woods one afternoon. Never came back.
never came back.
Nope.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that yet another reason why the woods of Ludenfeld, we don't wander off. That's not a good. Yeah, we don't. No.
And I live in the woods. I can understand not leaving town.
Have any of you ever
And
seen?
we've seen what the effect it's had.
Have any
on
of you ever seen a fairy?
Shut up, Reg.
No. And they're all honestly just like, no, really? Like, those aren't, like, those are a thing?
They're real
They're
things.
real. Woodland
I'm
fairies are a
pantomiming
thing.
behind
Okay.
them. I make like finger gestures for 1 foot long, wings,
Oh, no.
thumbs up.
Oh, okay. You're looking around, and Sally picks up her bucket and sort of sloshes. It's got the same glow that the fairy had.
The bucket? Oh wait,
I
never mind. It's
follow
not me.
that bucket.
Okay. Sparrow is obviously. Are you helping? Are you
Yes,
touching?
I'm helping her. As
Okay.
Of right now.
I'm helping.
Sparrow has found a young lass by the name of Sally, and helps her with the bucket. They go over to the main trough area, and you pour the milk in, and she's like, "Oh, why, thank you." And she holds out her hand for the bucket back.
I'd like to purchase this bucket from you.
It's not. She looks at the form and
I would like to purchase this bucket. This one. It has a pattern in the wood. I need it for a thing.
3
thing.
3 silver,
What?
2 copper.
Oh.
Foreshadowing.
No.
A thing.
Yes.
Explain what thing that is.
I can make a magical object out of it. The patterning in the wood allows me to inscribe it in a certain way.
We literally are like crack addicts who've just shown up to this poor, dairy.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
It's a magic bucket, man.
yeah, a magic bucket. You're not sure what could come of that, but
Look, I need your magic
But
bucket.
hey, if
that's
it's a
not
magic,
going to be like regular bucket price. Is what
yeah,
I'm
I was
telling
about to
you.
say if that's a magic bucket,
That's not a
this
magic
is-
bucket. I can make it a magic. I can make it magic, but I need it.
I'm just saying, you're talking with a businessman. I'd watch out what buzzwords you use to him when you're trying to purchase his equipment.
Right? We will pay any
It's
price.
the patterning in the wood. If you look right here, you see where it's real super intricate. And
Wow, you guys are doing this
then if you
way
look
wrong.
right here, I kind of flub the intricacies in it. But if you look right here, you can see right here, and I can do this, and here, I start reaching in my
I
belt.
tell you what,
Is there something wrong with him too?
I spend a lot of time in the woods.
His name is
Yeah, there's something
Sparrow.
wrong with
kind
you.
of a hermit.
His name is Sparrow.
Okay.
Hold on, Scott.
Yes.
That's a nice
Do
name.
I own my brewery at this point in the
Yes,
adventure?
your first batch is brewing.
Okay.
Currently, that's why you went
I
out
tell
to
you what.
celebrate.
I own a brewery down in Oxley. For trade for that bucket, I would be happy to hand deliver you my first batch of brew that will be done in about a week.
I was just gonna give him money, but that works too.
Money.
Dang it. Sparrow spoiled our simple ruse.
Right? We're gonna we'll get you some beer. Money works.
That's money.
Money's all right.
Money makes the world go round. I got some of that.
But
Yeah.
do you? We haven't gotten our magic money bag yet.
Yeah.
No.
That is starting money. Ah.
Yeah.
That's why you're poor at the beginning of the campaign.
Right.
I will give
I'll barter for that bucket. I'll give you one cask of my first brew
although
for
you
that
did
bucket.
hear money.
money.
I like money.
No.
Well, your average.
I don't
bucket
like
goes-
drinking, as
go-
I said before, and you're not listening.
Your average
That's
bucket
right.
goes for
I
1
forgot
copper.
about
I will
that.
give you 3.
Wait, what?
3? The number?
Your average bucket goes for 1 copper. I will give you 3.
Dude, that's like 3 other buckets.
Yeah,
Well,
but I need the
technically
wood
it's-
in this bucket specifically.
Technically, it's 2 other buckets.
3 silver.
You are out of your goddamn mind,
Whoa.
sir.
Now that is 30 extra buckets. Oh, 2 silver.
I feel like we're just looking at each other going, this guy. You hear this guy?
2 silver.
Ah.
We'll give you,
You know
2
what?
silver for the bucket.
I pull him over here because because these three are not really.
Yeah.
Let me apologize for my friends. They're still drunk and they're a little.
Well, that's absolutely true.
they're a little over the
And
top.
I kind of
No,
just kind of
I sobered
push
up.
him back and be like,
Yeah.
Can you give me a minute, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, he just gave me a good berry, and I don't know what a good berry
Radish,
is.
shut
but I like
up.
'em.
Sir, I'll give you 3 silver, and I just give him 3 silver for
Okay.
that bucket.
This is why we're
There's
poor.
one more thing that I would. They actually the milk maidens actually are very. They like to have their buckets that they've got their names on them. So you gotta talk to the milk maiden that actually had it before you actually get it.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
Did we just buy
So
something
we
from a
just
guy who
gave him.
didn't own it?
We just gave him 3 silver, and he can't give us the bucket.
I'm sorry.
So wait,
Mike, this is, at this point in the adventure, I
You're
really need to
killing me,
ask you,
Smalls.
Mike, what do you do for a living?
I will not let go of the bucket.
Are you a
hand
lawyer?
over money? It is mine now.
Yeah, what do you do for a living? Because that's like the smoothest cod.
I was gonna say.
I've been playing D&D for like ever, and I was always a rogue.
Now it all
that
makes
explains
sense.
it.
And we've come full circle.
It's like if Rico, we were buying it from. Oh,
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
I'm not
okay,
letting
so,
go of the buckets.
So the name on the bucket says Sally,
So I'm gonna go talk to Sally.
and Sally's like, yeah, your friend really likes my bucket.
He loves your bucket, and he makes magical items. So with that,
Oh.
this specific wood that's in this bucket,
Okay.
he can turn into a nice magical item. And I want to know if we can take the bucket with us.
Well, I'd need 1 copper to buy another bucket.
okay.
And that's perfectly fine. If I give you a copper, can we have the bucket?
Well, as long as he's okay, as long as the foreman's all
Oh,
right.
he's
with it.
more than
I-
okay
Yeah, he's
with
more
it.
than okay
I think your
with
foreman
it.
is
Oh,
good.
well, then yeah, I'll take 1 copper.
Fucking
He'll
thief.
develop things called pawn shops in the future.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Okay.
So we just
I'll give her-
paid
give her
3
the copper.
silver and 1 copper for a bucket that he couldn't even sell to us.
Pretty much.
Rico, it's
I hate Ludenfeld so much.
Rico, it's in the past.
Another reason
This
we
place
will
is for
hate
jerks.
we
this
will
town.
pillage and we will get it back.
This is Ludenfeld.
Wait,
is a
what
thing
was
here.
that?
Yeah.
Should I call the guard instead?
No,
Whoa.
no, you can
Because
have your
that sounds like a
dirty
threat.
silver.
No, I was saying that out of character, but no. Yeah, I understand.
Oh, it's at
Because
this
I
point he
said
goes,
Rico,
The
and you would
fucking
know it,
building
so it's
down.
all
excuse
good.
me, I'm going to have to keep the money. I'm going to have to take the bucket back.
Yeah. So give a copper and the 3 silver.
Okay.
Take the bucket.
I have not let go of this bucket since
Oh,
I've
okay.
Yeah, Sparrow's still got a death
Thanks.
grip on the bucket.
Sparrow, you're good, buddy.
Okay, you guys pile back into the cart and
Yeah.
you head back through Ludenfeld.
Wait, we're going to buy a war cow.
Shut up.
Shut up, Radish.
No, we're not buying a
Now,
war cow.
do you keep the you keep the bucket like in your lap the whole time? You're not going to just put it in the back of the cart and drive. Okay. You guys wander through town, and you're kind of people are looking at you, and they recognize that you have a Ludenfeld milk bucket, and they're like, "Whoa!" What? They come, like several people go out to check on Mike and the whole deal and make sure that he's okay.
Swanky.
And
wow.
and everything kind of crazy.
They've
and
got
it's
milk
all,
pail money.
All kind. Nope, that one's mine. Thank you, sir.
I will not let go of the bucket. I will not talk about the bucket. I will
Alrighty.
just hold on to the bucket.
Wear it on your
Alrighty.
head. Convince people it's a helmet.
All right, as you're
I am
wandering,
not Buckethead. I would never be that good at a
Hi,
guitar.
Eugene. Welcome
Hi,
to the
Eugene.
podcast.
What's up?
Hi.
come on, bring the mic to you.
I know all you people.
There you go.
Okay.
So as you're wandering out, you come back to where the Weaver's son was, and sitting where the Weaver's son was, just kind of on the same
Reese,
stump,
You are a
is
terrible
the
human being.
Weaver himself.
I'm a weaver.
You're a Weaver.
Okay.
You're a Weaver in the town of Ludenfeld. Your product is above average, and it is. There are 2 things that you know Ludenfeld are good for, and that's the milk that they make and the blankets that they weave.
All right. I weave blankets.
Yes, you blankets and clothing. You do clothing for a bunch of the town. Blankets as a whole. It's all kind of good. Tilt that down more at your face a little bit.
At my face.
There you go. Perfect.
It is.
And up rides 4 young gentlemen that are obviously not from Ludenfeld. They're not from your hometown.
You can tell we don't smell like Cow poop.
Oh, you recognize one of the youngsters?
You're already gone.
Who got
I
in
can say
a
whatever
fight?
I want.
One of the youngsters got in a fight by the name of Titus, who
Bye, Mike.
Troublemaker.
was getting his
See you, Mike.
beat down put on him when this guy came up and
What?
sort of helped him from some of the youngsters in the street. Ludenfeld was doing well until this guy showed up and kind of cleared him out and actually saved him from some ruffians. That
As it
were-
turns out, my face can really take a punch.
there it is. He literally broke
true.
their hands with his face. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Very heroic.
The bravest, one might say.
And they roll up in a cart with a horse, and one of them is holding one of Ludenfeld's milk buckets.
Hey, that's a special bucket.
Mr. Weaver.
Where are you guys coming from with that bucket?
We don't answer any questions.
Yeah, we're not supposed to say we
hold
bought
on.
this from.
First of all, I do answer questions. I
do
answer
I.
plenty of questions. We're actually
Just not truthful.
We just came back from the milk farm. Spoke with
dairy?
the
Dairy farm.
The dairy
Milk
farm.
farm.
Thank you.
The place where the cows are milked.
And we had to purchase a bucket.
You purchased the bucket. They don't normally sell those buckets.
No, they do if you pay them enough silver and copper for it.
Is that why, like, you guys were getting beat up earlier? Because you guys just flash your money everywhere you go?
No.
I mean,
no. It just turns out that some of your people here are jerks.
Wait, did
Nice.
did you say you people?
Nice jerks in Ludenfeld. Nice people in Ludenfeld.
Oh my God.
Hey, are they selling cheese cubes over there? I'm gonna go get some cheese. Hop out of the cart, walk
Your
over.
Your son's still dropping stitches?
No, not currently at the moment. Dropping stitches.
we actually were sent here for that specific bucket.
For that specific bucket.
That specific bucket.
I come back and I'm just eating cheese.
Because believe it or not, fairies are real.
And they wear boots. You gotta
And
believe me.
They need buckets?
They need that bucket.
I saw him.
It's
I
a
don't
magic
lie.
bucket.
Yeah, we don't ask questions. We just do it, so we're told.
This whole
So
town.
somebody told you that the fairies need the magic bucket.
No, we saw that we needed the
The
bucket.
fairy told us that they needed a vessel to hold an elixir to break a curse. I know this sounds crazy, and I promise I'm not.
And we're weird for beating you guys up?
Well,
You know, this whole
You guys come
town's
here talking about magic buckets and
and
fairies.
fairies.
You know, this whole town's probably
Your
going to have
son
like a
is a
town meeting
terrible
later, just so that everybody can get their story together and be like, no, they fairies and they bought our milk bucket. Huh, they
He
bought
needs
a
to
milk
spend
bucket.
more time at the loom.
Yeah.
And,
And fairies wear boots.
I'm curious.
Fairies wear boots.
Nice ones.
How big is Ludenfeld? Is this a small enough town where everybody knows everybody's name? Yeah? I'm curious. There was a little girl that wandered off into a forest some time ago and didn't come back. Do you know anything about her?
Her name was Annabelle.
Her name was Annabelle.
That's weird, because, like, I know an Anna, and she's, like, pretty cool. She could fly.
She's the fairy.
Why does that matter?
Do you know how long ago? Do you know how long ago Annabelle walked off into the Ludenfeld forest and didn't come back?
2 years.
2 years ago,
Yes.
and she's just been presumed missing.
Yeah, I'm not going out there looking for her. That's
Well, I don't expect you to.
You're going to wander off, and whatever happens, happens.
You're probably busy making amazing tapestries and blankets for market.
Amazing.
That's what I do.
So,
They're okay.
And these cheese cubes are amazing.
do you happen to know which side or which part of the forest she went to? Which forest she ran into?
Toward Oxley.
Toward Oxley.
Toward the Oxley Forest.
Yeah.
That's weird. Because we live in near Oxley Forest.
So you're like on the other side of the forest?
Yeah, we're on the other side. We're in Oxley proper on the other side of the forest. Do you know Annabelle's parents?
Yeah. I imagine. Yeah,
They left town after she wandered off.
they left town after she wandered off because
How
that's a
mysterious.
very
Dead end.
traumatic experience. And they didn't want to be around it anymore.
Okay,
Fair enough.
I thought I had an idea, but maybe I'm just coming down off this alcohol.
No,
And to have one of his good berries.
I don't know what a good berry is. Will you stop saying good berry?
Stop it, Radish.
Really
it wasn't
good.
a berry, dude.
So,
One of the fairies give you one of the good berries?
You're talking about what
Sparrow gave
what
you.
Sparrow
said.
gave you. Okay, now that makes more sense.
Hey, so we have this vessel. Did the fairy say anything else about what goes in the vessel?
Nope.
Nothing.
Just that we needed
milk
a
bucket.
vessel.
Samsonite, way off. All right.
Samsonite.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we still have the milk in the vessel?
Well, there's like a handful of it, and I mean, it was they poured it out, and then it kind of there's like a handful of milk left.
I want to drink a little bit of it.
No, don't.
No.
Why?
Don't at all. Because,
Why?
because
Whoa.
we
no,
might
don't
need
don't
that.
touch the bucket.
Yeah,
We
he
might
goes and
need
brings
that
his lips
for
to. He's
the
like,
elixir.
and you're like,
Yeah,
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
thirsty.
whoa.
Sparrow, why can't I just try a little
might
bit of milk?
dilute
Are you
the
really
package.
just trying to get at the bucket? What are you doing?
No.
Well, no, there's milk. I was thirsty. I wanted to.
There's water in
Quench
the
my
skin
thirst.
in the back.
Do you sell?
heathen.
Do you sell cloaks?
Yeah.
Because the cloak I have is a light brown one, and I need to buy a new darker black one.
Yeah, you do.
Do you have any on hand that I could buy?
Yeah, I got plenty. They're over here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna get out of the cart and go cloak shopping because this is where Jace gets his heavy dark black cloak.
All right.
Yeah.
Then you take him down off to the side of the pad. That's where your miller's stand is, and there are a number of cloaks. You have another stand in on the square proper, but this is where you've got the largest inventory, and he goes and picks out a super dark midnight black cloak.
Made out of wool?
Yeah.
Wool? What material do you use for this? This is really nice.
Wool. It's kind of what we make things out of around here.
How much for that black wool cloak?
Don't
Two
use linen
silver?
yet. What is your problem?
2 silver.
2 silver.
This
Make things out
town
of
is
linen and
killing
hemp.
me.
What is your problem?
Yeah.
Now I know how much I need to sell my beer for to this town when their inn comes looking
yeah.
for ale.
Right?
There you go.
I'll give you 1 silver.
3 silver.
The black wool
just
did not
went
cost that
up.
much.
3 silver and
didn't
a
cost that
copper.
much to gather.
What? And by the way, we got to go kill that foreman because that's what we just paid over to get that damn bucket.
I'll give you 2 silver.
I thought so.
Okay. I'm going to give him 2 silver.
See,
Now I see why you don't like
I don't
the
like
whole
these
Weaver family.
Oh,
It's just
assholes.
bothersome.
Every
Man.
single one of them.
Jeez.
I don't like
The
these.
son's a terrible person. The dad's a shyster.
Yeah. Why do you think
Shyster.
we don't like them?
I gave you
Whoa.
a price.
That's a weird-
You
Yeah,
didn't
you make
like it.
bad
You
material.
No,
you
here's
make
what it
bad
is.
merchandise.
Man, you oh.
Here's what it is.
Your
It's
family are
because they
terrible
know we're
weavers.
from Oxley. And,
That's what it is.
And we came with a horse and a cart. So they're
You didn't
they're
roll
gonna
up
take
with a
advantage.
cow in a cart.
Yeah.
You knew you were going to
They're
Ludenfeld.
being
I don't know what your
snobbish.
problem
You
is.
just paid 3
actually-
silver for a bucket.
How-
Come on now.
3 silver and a copper, good sir.
They're just
Word
being
travels
snobbish
fast.
towards our inner village
good,
education.
How good is this cloak? Is it pretty good quality? Because
Yeah, it's very
this
decent.
will be the one that I'll
Yeah,
in the future give
it's
to the wizard.
very
that
nice.
Becomes enchanted. Okay.
I mean,
let me
it's,
check
it's
this out.
surprisingly nice.
Let me check this out.
Foreshadow.
Hey, Scott.
Will you stop saying foreshadowing?
I don't know.
Just stop.
I like saying it.
How
What do you
good?
got?
How
I
good is
want to
the
try to
float,
use my
Scott?
charisma on Sparrow to get to that milk.
Oh,
All right.
It just, hey, Sparrow man, I just want to investigate. I think I have an idea, and it might help us. Let me drink some of that milk, man.
I'm gonna go with no.
I'm gonna go.
Well, let
with
me
no.
let me roll with the charisma to try.
Okay.
it's getting
16.
real.
All right. What do you got?
I hope you've been training your dice.
Nat 20.
Oh snap!
Oh, maybe
he's
just a
getting
little.
at that
Maybe
milk.
he can get a little finger in. and
Just a little bit. I'm not asking much.
it's not the and you're like,
All right, a dip.
I
just your pinky.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try the milk.
okay.
Anything?
It's
It's
whole
milk.
It's delicious.
Knuckle deep in milk.
It's it's good. I mean,
Just
it's
got real weird.
delicious and it's fatty. Whole milk, raw milk. Everyone should drink it. I'm
It's
just
really
saying,
good.
it's a very good thing.
Support your local dairy. union.
Support your local dairy. It's
Gotcha.
it's and that's not just because we live in Indiana, which is not a large cow state, but
I have no idea.
I got
can't-
nothing.
I
Okay.
have no
This
facts
is-
for that.
This is surprisingly better quality than what I expected from the Ludenfeld Weaver. That's not to say I've heard bad things.
Insults everywhere.
You're the worst guest.
Some of the best material I've seen has come out of Oxley, and this is on par with it.
Yeah, normally your stuff.
Why would
It's
anything
like-
we do be less than what you can do?
Because you suck.
Anything
What?
you
No,
can
it's
do,
just
I can
it's
do
not your
better.
fault.
I'm just saying,
Oxley rules.
You suck,
I've-
and your parent, your
You're-
parents were
you're
bad
an
weavers. and your
amazing-
son's
the
a bad
best
weaver.
You're an amazing
substandard
master weaver. That's all I
clothing
was
I've
saying.
ever seen.
That's all I was saying.
And you see the look come over the weaver's face where obviously he is not going to sell you anything else, and he is considering running in to find a group of people to either beat your ass or run you out of town.
Yeah, we're gonna start
Like,
a bar fight with a fucking Weaver.
Right.
luck.
Right.
Whoa,
Wow.
Gonna be a
Now I
massacre.
gotta,
That's
now I
the
gotta
wall.
edit this
Watch
whole
the
thing.
edit.
So it's all good.
Good luck beating us up. You already did that once. It hurt, but clearly I'm still here.
Yeah, and they're
I
like,
guess-
okay,
yeah,
they
no,
grab
no.
their cloak, jump in the thing, and you're looking around. You're like, okay, we got to find
We've got
we-
to find somebody to
and-
get these guys.
and they beat feet out of town.
I cannot wait until this stupid town is taken over by a cult and possessed by shadow demons.
You know what? I hope that happens.
I hate this
I
place.
hope they get taken over
Curse
by
on
a
all their
cult.
I
houses.
swear to God.
Wow,
The
and he's like,
Weaver-
I hate these people.
I hope
Wow.
they get involved in a failed attempt to resurrect a werewolf god. Still the coolest metal album ever.
Yeah, failed
a
attempt
werewolf
to
god,
resurrect a werewolf god.
and it doesn't work.
That is the
Lucina
metal.
Coil. Okay, I got what? Anyhow, for those of you that are heavy metal fans, there we go. So they ride out of Oxley as you curse them they ride out of Ludenfeld toward
You
Oxley
bums.
as you curse them as they go.
That'll cost you 2 more silver.
As we leave, we spray paint Oxley rules on their water tower.
No, we don't.
Wow.
No, we
okay.
don't. We
They
don't do
even
that
have
at
a
all.
water tower. What? Okay. So we take rudimentary pigments and we. No. Okay. Anyhow, so you're now heading back to.
We let SJP poop in the middle of the road, and we don't stop to get it out of the way.
Oh, see, and you wonder why people from Ludenfeld don't like you. Here we are.
There we are.
Foreshadowing. Okay.
Foreshadowing.
Let them not like us.
Alrighty. So you head back. Where are you going next?
Back to the
I
clearing.
feel like we need to go back to the woods.
to
Alrighty.
find,
Actually,
we have
we just
no
did
direction.
6.5 hours in a cart. We probably need a break for the evening to sleep.
no, we have to get back there to help her.
We only have 24 hours.
It'll be late in the evening.
Well, she's magical and
Okay,
she
well,
glows.
I am going to sleep in the cart.
Okay.
Yes.
You go to
Okay.
sleep. You wrap up in your new wool cloak. It's very warm.
Very nice. Very warm.
Surprisingly well crafted. Very good
Insulated.
stuff. We like it.
I crack open a book I bought while in the town that is all about it's the latest in this new fantasy series. It's about the Shard Wars. And
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You knew that was coming, listener.
You knew I was
It's the early, it's the Shard Wars, the early years. It was really the positioning of the
The great houses.
It was in case you were sedentary. This is something you could read. No,
I really
No?
wish that wasn't a thing.
No,
I really wish that.
igneous.
I don't even. Oh yeah, because he lost his shield.
Yeah, metamorphic. I'm just now naming types of rocks. It's okay. All right, you
We have a
guys.
list.
A group of you sleep.
House Pebble.
At
House
least,
Gravel.
I do.
Jace does.
I'll drive.
Okay, Titus is driving. Sparrow,
I'm awake.
you're awake, guarding the bucket. Alrighty. You hear the horse roll in. They unpack from the cart. As several hours later, Jace, you were very refreshed. You slept in the cart. It was kind of wobbly, but nonetheless, you did get sleep. I mean, you've done that before. You all pile out of the cart. You head back to the circle in the woods, and flittering along, sort of glowing in the dark dusk. No, it's not dusk. It's actually midnight, like blackest night of 4 in the morning. It's like 4 in the morning, but you guys are young. You shake it off. You roll into the clearing, and there is the fairy flitting around.
My knights, you have returned with my bucket.
Oh, sorry, I've got a bad headache. No, yeah, we got your bucket.
Got the bucket.
Got your bucket, lady.
How did you get it? No one else has ever gotten the bucket before.
Free market forces forced us to exchange
yeah,
capital.
it was
Wait a second.
capitalism and
Before?
dishonesty.
You've asked other people to attempt to retrieve this bucket?
Yes. And
How long have you been after this bucket, Anna?
Close to 2 years now. Close to 2 years. I've been looking for this bucket, and no one has been able to get it for me. So not only have you saved me, but you have also saved my town of Ludenfeld from a cult forming. And
3 silver and a copper.
Wow, that's that.
and
They didn't
utter
strike me as a
destruction
religious sort.
coming to my town. So thank you. You, gentlemen, saved my town.
quick
And now it
question.
will forever be prosperous.
Oh,
Quick
No,
question.
that's not
Quick
true.
question, Anna. Or
Yes.
should I call you Annabelle?
But what did you call me?
Annabelle.
Annabelle?
She looks decidedly less happy when you mention that name.
I learned that. Well, I now know since you said Ludenfeld was your town. What drew you to the forest?
I was not drawn to the forest.
what made you come out to the forest?
Can I just have my bucket, please?
Answer our questions.
Oh no.
This bucket would make a fantastic wand. The wood in it is quite lovely.
As
Again,
you
with
get closer to her, you've come into the glow on the bucket has increased.
Yeah.
We are oddly obsessed.
I
with
mean,
this bucket.
There's
I
some lovely milk
understand,
still in the bucket too.
But this is weird because I've lived in this forest, in this area, my entire life. Sparrow knows them like the back of his hand.
I do.
We've never seen or heard of fairies in the forest at all.
The lady of the brook has never spoke to me of you.
I told you I'm the last one. There's not many left.
The lady of the brook knows all.
You're the first one. Also, Annabelle, where'd your family go when you came to our forest?
I don't have to answer these questions. I just want my bucket.
Guys,
and
guys.
I will give you your reward.
Yeah, she just
I
wants the
promised
dumb
you.
bucket. Just give her the
Well,
bucket.
what's the reward?
So,
The treasures.
the treasures.
Treasures.
The treasures that you get.
Okay.
You get your pick of treasure. How many?
Each-
2 treasures, I believe, were the
Yes. You get to pick your treasures
when you get the bucket.
when I get the bucket. So,
Yeah. Just give her the bucket.
Give me the
Sparrow.
please,
What,
Sparrow, give
what do
me
you
the
think,
bucket.
Jace?
No, this stinks.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, the milk's been in the sun. I mean, it's gonna smell.
It's been-
No,
I
I mean-
need the milk. Don't dump out the milk. I need the milk. Give me the bucket, please.
Oh, those cheese cubes made me really, really thirsty. And no, it's good. It's a good bucket.
Okay. What's this curse that's on you, Annabelle? Is it what turns you into this fairy form?
Give me the bucket and I'll answer your questions.
Oh no, you answer it, then we give the bucket.
Yo, I'm just saying, okay.
This went south quick.
See,
Do you know that I'm a fairy, right?
Okay, no.
No,
Maybe
no fairy is more
not
powerful than Lady of the
entirely.
Brook, and I'm not worried about you.
I am, though, because if she's cursed, and she's cursed in this fairy form, she's also cursed with fairy magic.
See, now that could be problematic.
Yeah, but we've never met a fairy before, so we don't really know what the measure is for fairy magic. So
Yeah, that's true. But it's just
Well,
a
I
little
touched
magical
her, and all of a
bucket.
sudden I can see this stuff way, way, way easier than I
Okay,
could
after you
before.
break your curse, where are you going to go to?
I'm going to go back home.
To Ludenfeld?
wait, if she's evil, if
Yes.
she's going back to Ludenfeld,
Yes, to
then I
Ludenfeld.
don't see that as a
Whoa.
problem.
Yes.
Why is she evil? She
I'm-
just wanted a magic bucket.
No.
That doesn't make her evil.
I'm
You know
not
what-
evil. Everybody thinks that I'm evil and mischievous. I'm not.
Well,
You know
I
what?
just want
said
to go
everybody.
back home.
You know what, Sparrow? I think we should listen to her.
Okay.
How old were you when you left Ludenfeld?
I was 10.
Aw,
This was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
she's 12 years old. Which I don't know if that's old for a fairy. I really
Okay,
don't.
when we break this curse, we need to help find your family.
Yeah, no, they're doing all right. Yeah, they totally didn't.
No, we're
leave.
going to help
You-
Annabelle find her family.
You saw my family?
No.
No,
No, we heard they left town.
we heard they
after
left
you
town looking for you.
disappeared.
You would do that?
Absolutely. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Radish? Hero of
course.
Oxley?
Yeah, like you had to point out the moniker I put on my business cards.
Here,
Yes.
Jace,
So-
why don't you hand her the bucket?
All right,
Him?
I'm going to take the bucket from Sparrow, and I don't know if you can... I'm going to help her drink the milk from the bucket.
Yes. So I drink the milk from the bucket.
Okay. She grabs the bucket and lifts it out of your hand and starts to drink from the bucket.
Oh.
You can tell it's she loves it. It's just lip smacking good.
Yummy.
Almost as an afterthought, she thinks of the treasure, which is, by the way, in a nearby stump. It's over there. I'll let you tell them.
Okay. So thank you so much for the milk. I needed that.
Can we have our bucket back?
No, it's
Oh, it's your bucket. Okay.
It's my bucket. I need this bucket.
Well, we
So,
also funny
you-
fact, we need to be reimbursed. So
You- Reimbursed. What do you
The treasure?
What do you mean?
the
Oh, yes, the treasure. The treasure is by a stump. Let me tell you what your treasure is. You get a choice. I have 2 buttons a thimble, a needle, and a piece of soapstone. These are my most prized possessions, and I give them to you.
Okay, hold on, group huddle. Guys, she's a kid, and these probably are really great and cool things to her. Let's not. Don't show disappointment.
Hey,
Don't show disappointment.
they might be
taking the
magical.
thimble.
You never
I
know.
was
Yeah,
about
so-
to say they might be.
I'm taking the thimble.
You take the thimble.
I'm taking the
Sparrow's
thimble.
just like, and thimble.
I'll take the needle.
Thimble.
You'll
She
take the
looks at
needle.
all of you guys with like a sparkle in her eye, like, what are they gonna take?
What do you want, Jason?
It's the soapstone or the button.
There are 2 buttons.
There are 2 buttons, but I highly recommend one of us take the soapstone.
Yes, I agree.
Take what you want. I'll take.
All right, I'm going to take one of the buttons.
Okay, I'll take the soapstone.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, these treasures. Who is it that took the 2 buttons?
Jace.
I did.
Okay. These buttons will allow you to teleport wherever you need. You just need to think about it, and you can get there.
That's awesome.
And who is it that took the needle?
Me.
Okay. That needle, when you use it, will repair anything. Any metal, anything. Anything that breaks, you can repair it with this needle.
Nice.
And
The thimble.
the thimble. Who
Over
took
here.
the thimble?
I did.
Sparrow.
Okay. This thimble will turn into the strongest shield. So, it is dusted with fairy magic so that when you go to fight a dragon, you will win.
What?
What? Hey, Radish. I think we may need to trade.
What? No.
No takebacks.
No,
No.
you're the shield specialist.
You're the shield
dog.
specialist. Don't you want the magic shield?
Oh, I thought you meant trade my shield for your shield. No, I'll
no,
take that
the
shield.
thimble for
No,
the thimble for
thimble for the needle.
No, I'm
Because
cool with that.
I can repair anything, and now you have 2 awesome shields.
I very reverently
What's the
hold the needle like it's
Oh,
a
your
sword and hand
soapstone
it
is
to him.
nothing. It
Hey,
does.
thank you.
It's
It's just
a
it's
rock.
a stone.
It's a
You get
bath
nothing.
bomb or.
The soapstone is just a soapstone.
Aw.
I just thought it was pretty.
It is pretty, you sons of.
Oh, Annabelle, you're
No,
fantastic.
that soapstone is very special. When you wash with this soapstone, you can appear to be anyone that you want to.
That's awesome.
Oh, but Titus doesn't bathe, so.
Oh,
You know what?
maybe they
Once
should.
a year, I would try it.
Well,
for
hold
that.
on. Quick question. Are these one-use items? Will they only work one time?
No, they will work 3 times. You
Wow.
have 3 uses.
Good stuff.
All right. And she takes another long drink from the bucket, and then gives her thanks, however you wish to do that, before floating or flying off it.
Thank
And
you.
she says, "Thank you very much. My bucket is wonderful." And she flits off into the forest. She's gone.
Now I'm curious how Annabelle got turned into a fairy and where her family is.
Yes, very much so.
All right.
I think
This didn't answer anything. There's more stuff to do now.
It's an episode of Lost.
It is an episode of Lost, isn't it?
is.
You're like, I gotta know about the smoke monster. Son of a.
Also, why was a magic bucket just randomly in Ludenfeld?
Because she's from Ludenfeld.
I know, but it's just it's
And as she sips from the bucket later that evening, she rubs some of the paint off of the name, and the L in Sally matches up with the L in Annabelle that had been riped off. That was actually her bucket
so.
Nice.
In other words,
when she was a milkmaid.
Sally is a witch and cursed her.
We don't know.
We must bring
Stop
vengeance.
speculating.
We'll have to-
Speculation gets you killed.
We'll
No
have to figure
speculation
that out
will bring
later.
Sally killed.
But you have successfully retrieved the sacred bucket from the milkmaids in Ludenfeld and returned it to Annabelle, the woodland fairy, to Anna. Annabelle is my
Middle name.
was my former
that
name.
was her human name.
That was her
Yeah.
human name.
And to,
Her slave name. Yeah. Because
and to close out the episode, far away from you in Ludenfeld, the Weaver's son sits on a rock, sipping milk from a tankard, looking to the horizon, the direction you left from. Solemnly, he says, "He will devour you all."
Well, that was
But then he just gingerly sips his milk and dips a cookie in it.
gets the milk.
Damn milk! I hate that guy.
Gets a milk mustache. And you all head back to the brewery farm, and bed down for the evening, wondering why you may or may not have seen fairies, how she actually was turned into a fairy. And you're right, there are now potentially more questions than there were before.
Yeah.
And there we have it.
And we're going to have a sequel to the prequel.
We
Next
will.
con.
Next con.
Next con.
Dun, dun,
yeah.
dun.
We should totally continue this story at the next con.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Sweet. I am so in.
Now we're all caught up.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, now I'm all caught up. Sorry, I'm thinking about.
And as always, from Gaming with Scott, you will hear from us real soon.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's it tonight for us on Gaming with Scott presents Fantasy Weekly, Book 1, Tales from Oxley. You can always send us an email at feedback@gamingwithscott.com or catch us on Twitter. Joshua Jackson is at ActionJack853. Kelly is at Aerith. John Kennedy is at JKMyth. Rico is at R1C0. And me, Scott T., at Gaming W. Scott. This is a Southgate Media production. Remember, we all hold fantastic realms within our mind's eye and can share that with those around us to make the world a better place. Bring that with you every time we venture out into the world. And as always, you'll hear from us real soon.